floor is yours.
Good morning, everybody, and hearty welcome to our visitors. The Vice Chancellor of Enugu State University of Science and Technology. We have seated with us the National Executive of the Association of University Professional Administrators of Nigeria. The team is led by their National President, Dr. Victor Ben Nkuma. Before requesting the National President to state the reason why they are here, may I, with all pleasure, introduce some principal officers of this university, their university registrar, Chief Ambrose Ugu, compared to the registrar in the university librarian, Dr. Esut. The Vice Chancellor, may I at this juncture call on the branch chairman of Anupa, Chief Dennis Uziwe Noum, to introduce the officers. Yes, no, you have the floor.
Thank you very much. Vice Chancellor, I think we are going to introduce the national president. That is something other members of the state. Let me give you some question of the next national secretary of Anupa.
Do we give you mic?
No, sir.
The registrar, UL, Anupa branch Esut. Sorry, Anupa National Esut here present. The branch Esut. Other distinguished colleagues and professional administrators here seated. I want to say good morning to the Vice Chancellor and his team for warmly welcoming us and giving us a free entrance into the university. It is said that when you go to somebody's house, the first thing is for you to knock, to open before you come. And I saw that the door was widely open for us. So we appreciate the Vice Chancellor and the Registrar and all the management team. So we will not prolong the matter. Are yet to be inaugurated. Some are functional, some are not functional. All are our branches. And for that reason, we are trying to resuscitate those that have been in the limbo for some time. We are trying to activate those yet to be activated. And so this particular essence takes us around the universities. And the whole essence is that we want the best administrative practices in our universities. And so, on that note, we know that if your administration is to succeed, your registrar must be well equipped and supported. And if he is to be supported, the administrators in the university must be up to date. And that is the whole essence of Anupa. So we are basically here to induct, inaugurate, and supervise, fully be integrated into the national activities of Anupa. And by that, it will give the registrar the necessary and basic support to ensure that your administration succeeds. So, on that note, we also want to make some requests. Anupa on its own, as a branch, as we may inaugurate them later, they may be constrained in some certain areas, basically finances. We normally request university administration to support them as much as they can so that they will fulfill the mandate for which they exist in the university, have positions and fill the existing directorates that will be created. So our humble presence here, like I said, is to ensure that this branch is properly positioned to give you the maximum support and administrative advice and support. So on that note, I want to thank the VC again once again and the registrar and all the management team for receiving us, giving us the opportunity to do what we are meant to do. Thank you, sir.
So thank you so much. Let me, on behalf of the management, welcome you to Esut. When I received the letter from the registrar, I understood the spirit and the principle that's contained in the letter. And I have no option than to grant that approval. The reason was that usually they mentioned where you are coming from. I instantly recollected some of the treatment they used to give me when I was the national president of the Nigerian Public Sales Association. This time we travel, the difference is that this time we travel to any institution, the branch will make arrangements. This time the branch couldn't make arrangements, but they brought the letter and said I should provide my comment. There are multiple professional associations, including two-man association, membership, 2 persons. They will be writing you, telling you to give them this, give them that. We now ask them to show you the accounting profile, you discover nothing. And we will go back again to reflect that the essence of having management is not to be financing strata of associations. More especially when we try to look at the crisis rocking tertiary education in Nigeria, given the depressed economy. Because people might not know the gravity of what administrators are now facing, not only in universities, everywhere. You can take only the power sector and see that the amount we are paying and 7 for College of Medicine alone, and they are demanding tens of millions for electricity they cannot prove that you consume. The same thing here. So I was preparing this morning to deliver a lecture to UNN alumni, MEC. And I was looking at the issue of this depression in the economy and the implications. If you ask the registrar, I have not increased his allowance for fueling of his official cars, management staff, because I cannot afford it. It's as serious as that. I have not increased mine too. And I was telling our visitors 2 weeks ago that the salary they were paying me from UNN is higher than what I'm paying at myself. So what is then the motivation? So the economy is so down that when you look at the gas we are buying below 700, you know the amount now. And you must have to get your university running. So where do we get the money to multiply some of these expenses? As it's affecting the staff, the amount they are paying to come to work, is affecting students, affecting even their parents. And as you are trying to regulate out, they are bringing more burden on average Nigeria. And those people that cannot wait and see how to regulate are dying. And nobody is caring about what is happening to the citizens. multiple deaths you are seeing every day. It's just people hopelessness. That's where they kept this country.
Somebody probably I'm better than talking about.
what they may not know. So I said, okay, I may share that one. I have invitation for Switzerland. I have invitation to about 7 countries, including Botswana. Where do I get the money to go to those places? It's not that I cannot leave the money and move. But what of the salary of workers, which is the primary thing? So training is very essential to upscale the skills and upscale the capacities of workers. Very critical. Funding is major limiting factor. That does not mean that we are going to shy away from that primary responsibility. We are going to try. And I used to give example with myself. From the period I entered University of Nigeria in 1997 till the period I was even made professor till today, I've never benefited from any training from the university. I've never. Because of the way they were rationing and selecting the people. A number of people wrote letters from engineering last week, each person demanding to be sponsored for their current trainings and all that. And I was wondering, the registrar was with me this morning when I was showing him that we return 18.7 million back to TED Fund, unused money for conferences and related trainings. Unused, you must return the money. I returned it because staff didn't access it. So the letter I signed this morning was to equally draw the attention that I've returned the money, we didn't use it for the year. So why is it that we couldn't use it? People didn't subscribe to it. Probably, I don't know whether I would say awareness or willingness to travel. Because the funds will come in anytime they give us allocation. They will only have component for training and research. And we have a broad-minded committee that kept on receiving applications requesting to be involved. So the ones that succeed in bringing letters, you send it to Abuja, they approve. Because they only have to monitor the amount they are stating there. When they approve the ones they want to approve, you release the funds. They will release the funds to us, we give them 100%. Esut is one of the universities that doesn't collect 1 kobo from any person we are giving funds to. They sent circulars last week that drawing the attention of vice chancellors and heads of tertiary institutions that they got information that some provosts, registrars, vice chancellors will release funds to staff for that training and collect percentage. I couldn't understand it. And they were warning that any university they get that report from again, that something drastic will happen. They will stop funding that university for conferences and all that. So the Nigerian problem is as complex as that. That even a vice chancellor will be doing bilateral discussion with a beneficiary, how much are you giving me? It's as bad as that. But that virus has not entered the suit. So we are going to try our best on the issue of training. We are programming ourselves to conclude this session early enough by July ending. By July, August, early August or second week. If by God's grace we're able to pull through that, we won't be idle. Within the space, we'll have about 2 months. We must organize trainings for staff. We must organize. So we assure you will do that. What we cannot assure you is whether the target people we agreed to come. But we are going to make it public. We are going to bring people to come for training on a wide scale in the university. Because if we train them well, it will equally impact on their productivity. Directorates, I've noted what we talked about. Directorate, we shall process it further from the management level to the council. We are transiting now to a new council appointed roughly 6 weeks ago or 2 months ago. They need to settle down, form their committees before we make presentations. I think we have made attempts in the past, submitted expansion of the members of the directorate. We were not lucky for strategic reasons. Council stepped that down, asked us to go back and reprocess. So rather than allow the team to distract the management, I had to put it off. Because in trying to bring in objective criteria for people, it was politicized. Everybody wanted to be director. So if we had continued, it would have distracted us. Because it was not primarily in my action plan when I was being appointed. I said, okay, since I wanted to do this and it was being misunderstood, let it stay. I had nothing to lose. That's why I kept it. So if the present council will sit down and will represent and they accept, I have no objection. But one critical thing, Mr. President, you must take note, is that it is not the hook that makes the monk. It's not being a director that is the issue. It is what you put in and show that you're a director. It's not promoting somebody to rank of professor that is the problem. It is whether the person will actually profess after the promotion. It is simple. So if you are a senior director and we're able to promote you to rank of director, is there any fundamental difference we are going to see from you? If there are none, and that it will not add value, what's the need of replicating failure? So anytime people have opportunity of equally instigating conversations, I think it is very important that we drum it down our ears and emphasize the need of increased productivity. Professionalism is the watchword. We are not condemning our staff. Our staff are trying their best, given the harsh realities they are facing. We are aware they are facing harsh realities. Harsh realities. But we are pleading for understanding, for patience. As soon as we succeed in having increased subvention, we are not going to put it in our pocket. We are going to use it to make sure that staff benefits in staff training and retraining for the betterment of our university and beyond. So I will welcome you to our university, welcome you to Enugu. I don't know whether it is the first time you are coming to Enugu.
No.
I'm happy you stayed in Enugu without hearing gunshots here and there, as they make you to believe. Immediately you get somewhere beyond soccer, getting to Benue, Lokoja, they will think this place is a theater of war. It's not true. Everything is being hyped by politicians to create unnecessary panic, so that you concentrate on focusing on panic while they loot the public wealth. That is the simple logic. So we are not going to be distracted by those rumors. Always come to Enugu. Enugu, based on what His Excellency is doing now, is going to be a pride, not only for Southeastern but for the whole country, because he is trying to build a model state that can be self-sufficing and with all the major modern facilities. They assisted us a lot, but virtually all our courses have accreditation. And we just added nursing now. Not only having NUC accreditation, equally having the accreditation of the professional body. Medicine accredited, most of these courses are accredited, and as they are accrediting, we are challenging ourselves again. Given this tight squeeze, financial squeeze, we are still challenging ourselves, because we are now waiting for the resource verification team to come for public health, radiography, then human nutrition and dietetics. And why we are trying to expand that way is to expand the opportunities the university will have, so that we can key into being global players as it concerns education in the world. And we are going to achieve it because this is a university of science and technology. So technology for Esut is not for only management and technical courses, it is for all courses because there is technology in every course. So you are welcome, so that the registrar is fond of accusing me of delivering a number lecture. So this one is not a number lecture, it is simply to get you to be at home and to thank you for the staffing and wish you the best of luck. We are hoping that the election will be peaceful. Are you going for second tenure? You now?
No, sir.
You are not going?
I'm retired. Oh, August.
When? August. Okay. Now, wow. That's why you are now wearing red cap. So that you join them in the village. So I wish you the best. It's not easy for somebody to walk to your retirement age without blemish. So August is still far. So we thank you. As they conduct the election, I have full expectation that it will be most peaceful. We are not known for violence. It will be most fruitful and the best of the candidates will match. That will now make the Anupa more visible and result oriented in this. Thank you very much.
While the President is signing our visitors register, may I, with the permission of the Vice Chancellor, invite the branch chairman, then Susie, to pass a vote of thanks.
That's what. So I'm so much overwhelmed with it. You see, this is the first time a national president is visiting Esut. The reason is that we started this journey around 1990 when we are doing it. And this is the new national office. That's why I say that when I retire today, I will retire as a vice president. Happy that it is happening now. For you to grant this and for the national president to come to see what we are introducing us into the global space. So thank you, sir. Thank you, sir, for this honor. It is an honor. See our people gathered here. The two spirits. We are working together. And with this kind of spirit, certainly the younger one will be able to put into this our future. So thank you so much once again for this honor. Thank you, sir.
It is not all commerce affairs. They have to write exams. You must be, first of all, 60 years of age to be a director, according to the guidelines. Write examination. Yes, it's not every deputy registrar that is appointed to the directorate level. They have to write exams and be qualified to become a director. And if you have a directorate system, it's going to help the registrar ease most of his duties. Like the directorate in establishment, VG school, central registry, okay, establishment, postgraduate school, central registry, academic affairs, boundary, and council affairs. If you have directorate in all these units or department that I have mentioned, it's going to ease the registrar's work. And secondly, the deputy registrars, PARs, and senior secretary. It is because we underrate ourselves that the academic or the lecturers underrate you. If you are posted to be a faculty officer and you cannot write simple minutes in faculty board meeting, how do you think the dean will look at you? There will be no respect. You have the rank, but you don't have the wherewithal. If you have the rank, you should have what it takes to be in that rank. I know that promotion at times is politicized. Because my brother is in council. My name has been sent there. And he wants to go back to the village and say, when I was there, I promoted Barrister Isaac to the rank he is. He has not even helped you. He has not. Because you are going to be disgraced. By the time the onus is placed on the board, on that year rank, will you be able to perform? Scale up. For the academics to respect you, you have to first and foremost respect yourself. And we are like the focal point to the younger administrators. If at this level I cannot write minutes, then what am I doing in the beginning? If at this level I'm the deputy registrar, I'm coming to work by 11. How do I expect the younger administrators to come to work early? Because they are working under you. You should be a role model. All the registrars, sir, you have a lot of work to do. You gather your people, sensitize with them. The initial intelligence, or artificial intelligence, is coming that will soon take over the work of human beings. You can be a deputy registrar, you can be a director, you can be anything. You'll be idle. The artificial intelligence is there to do your work. So nobody needs you. And if you come to this office, stay from morning till night without doing anything, how do you feel? Every day. But at the end of the day, you are the one that will complain most. Salaries have not been paid. Salaries have not been paid for doing nothing. So we should help our registrar and help the administration to succeed. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Okay. Okay.
As time permits again, events. I know that in the University of Nigeria, where I came from, we have more than 16 directors. More than 16 directors. And during the period of the appointment, they looked at the length of service. From there, they had the examination. After the examination, they now started the appointments, bearing in mind as a federal university, federal character. In state university, bearing in mind senatorial spread. The danger of allowing your own process to take long period is that if you allow it and it gets in the ears of some people, politicians will hijack it in state universities. That's why it is better packaged quietly, move it to council and announce it. Immediately some people get information that this thing is going on. You see this person appoint the person director. Of course. So if that will be the case, to escape from this political, these loopholes, he says it's not my priority. But immediately you say examination, before you know it, the people that will be passing examination will be through phone calls and letters. And their conscience will no longer, it will be unbearable, seeing the quality of people they will be recommending. So, but we have taken note, we find a way of getting out of it. Whether we need them, we are not doubting whether we need them. We need them. You know, more especially if the registrar complains that he needs them. If the job is being done perfectly well, and he thinks there is no need for it. It is for administrative convenience, is it not? Yeah. So if that issue of convenience is already being handled in a way or the other that will not bring another we are assuring you will do it.
Administrators, you are retiring, don't be afraid that you are retiring.
As you are nearing retirement, like I told the registrar last 2 weeks or so, or last week, say, if you had 1 year to go there, we would have moved you on now. And that is so learn. I don't know it all. I don't claim to know it all. Nobody knows it all. So every person they take it as a lesson. The battle with lecturers, I think we have won it. I've taught them now how to write letter to VC. Channels of knowledge. I fought it during the first. They didn't know. And you don't blame them. That's why I was the most petitioned VC. In fact, it is a miracle that I'm still VC. And it was a miracle that I was VC. Every day is a miracle that I'm still VC. Because I will not change what I'm doing. If you don't like it, you call me for dialogue. I will write my letter and give you. I will proceed. In fact, after my meeting in Abuja last week, as I was returning, I was asking myself what I was still doing in the Southeast. My colleagues there already in NUC, third front, moving further, and they are here, sitting in this kind of place, asking this. Which means anywhere you are, remember that you have a better place up. Use where you are as basis for building strong base for being appreciated beyond here. Thank you as I congratulate once again our good friend that will be completing. I hope management will complete our project before we leave. At least we want to give you solar in that industry so that you have at least uninterrupted power supply. So we are working on that. Very soon we are going to monitor this week when we are going to formally and mark the solar panels. We look at the boreholes of the students. I think they started having water already. So once there is sunlight, it will be pumping water for all of them so that we don't wait for NEPA to come. So you know those 4 hostels, we I think we have covered the 4 hostels. And we are going to formally, we don't need to commission it because it will take another month. So, Boss at least should be legal.
We will produce the document.
No, this is not time for argument.
With all you say this. Bossa, please forgive them.
This is not time for argument.
I'm Dr. Victor Nkumaben. I'm from Joseph Sawantaka University, Makudu, formerly known as Federal University of Agriculture, Makudu. And I'm also the National President of Association of Nigerian University Professional Administrators. And because of my schedule as the National President, we want to take Anupa, which is a training arm of Association of Registrars of Nigerian University, to all universities in Nigeria. And so for the same purpose of enlarging the cost of Anupa for practical administrative efficiency, we are here to conduct election for the branch and also inaugurate the branch and induct new members. Thank you. It's not just election. We are conducting elections, we are inaugurating the branch.
Okay.
For elections, our constitution says that the national president or his representative, which is a national council member, can come down to supervise to ensure that the election is properly conducted. But we added another aspect to it, inauguration of the branch. That has to be done by the president and the national secretary and the national legal advisor. So for the purpose of these important functions we are here. Of course, the VC is open and it's open to efficiency, and now he has also made us made a pledge to, within his limited resources, ensure that our our staff, our members are properly trained, and that is what we want to do, capitalize on and expand that collaboration. Because we also, like I said in there, we have national training programs, and we want to, as much as possible, collaborate with Nigerian universities to ensure that their members participate fully in these programs and become more activated in administrative issues.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much.
You're
Thank you.